who are trying to monitor sometimes at minute interval the dynamics of soils. We have so many stream flow gauges. These have been installed by universities as well as USGS and federal agencies. Then we have weather stations in various farms that are collecting all these type of meteorological data. I have some graphics of some of them. This is satellite monitoring. This is soil sensors. That's weather station right there. This is a drone. That is a robotic system. We keep on collecting data and data and data. And indeed, all this data has been able to go in to help us to optimize what we do, from identifying or early warning of diseases in crops that we can preemptively, apply the right treatment to solve. Remote sensing, GIS, AI, and all these things are helping us to see exactly what is happening in terms of soil quality, nutrient at each spot. But the more we collect all these data, we are having large and large source of data. The question is, how do we even collect these data, right? We are all doing it. Although HBCUs are not collecting as much as larger institutions are doing, we are still doing our best. So, for instance, we have a project where we've installed soil sensors across the Black Belt. I have Dr. Kumi here and myself. I have Lydia Ebwa here. There she is. We've gone all across installing all these soil sensors. We are assessing that data on the cloud system. Okay, so we're able to assess soil temperature, hydraulic conductivity, soil moisture at different levels, and all that. The question is, who owns this data? Is it mine? Or is it the farmers? And like the farmer said, if you have secondary product out of it, it's ours. But let's take for instance, these guys, Central Cloud Platform, they logged me out 2 months ago. I couldn't access my data. It's mine, and we had to renew it and pay for 3 years before they gave us access to the data. So instead of renewing for 1 year, I wanted the new signature once in the next 3 years. So I did it for 3 years.
How much did it cost? How much did it cost?
How much does it cost? I'll have to check and tell you. I'll email and tell you.
It's something that you can pay for quickly.
Actually, Stanley
Spend his money.
That's right.
Yeah, but it's been done, okay? But we get a lot of data. We do a lot of research with these data. We have one of my students who presented and actually used satellite technology to analyze soil moisture, and then they really match what these gauges are giving us in the field, right? The dialogue here is that how do we relate with our farmers so that our farmers end up benefiting from this, okay? First and foremost, farmers should know that all data collection on their farms, we've had scientists who go and tell farmers we are collecting, say, soil temperature and soil moisture, but actually they are collecting issues on soil quality and other things that are going to tell the farmers. The farmers are supposed to know all the type of data that is being collected. The question is, who owns the data? And my view is it depends on the type of data. If I can use satellites to assess what you are doing on your field, I have the right to it. I can see exactly what you are doing, but I'm using satellite data. It's true. For instance, when I was doing my PhD, we needed data on tillage practices, what the farmers were doing with respect to tillage. And no one will give us that information because tillage is linked with pesticide applications. And they think when they let you know the type of tillage practices, then you go to tell the government, right? Not phosphorus pollution, atrazine and others. We have to use satellite technology. We have access to it. But with the same farmers, we have water quality gauges in streams and rivers and tile drainage systems in their farms. And we wanted access to that, and it was theirs. They wouldn't give it to us because is theirs, right? So there are two main types of data. We have what we call in situ sensors. In situ sensors are like things you fix to the land, okay? So when you go and you dig and you put a soil sensor in there, you have to go to a farmer's lab, say I want to study soil dynamics. He has to give you permission. He needs to know the type of data you are taking from his land before you can put those sensors there. That data, like Dr. Famu said, if you do collect them, technically belongs to the farmer. It's only allowing you to collect it from his land. But if you are using things like remote sensing to collect data, then it's yours. It is not his or hers, because remote sensing is equal opportunity technology. Okay. So that is it. That's the two clarifications that I wanted to